There we go. All right, we got a good stream. All right, for those of you that are back, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I apologize for that, but for whatever reason, YouTube just decided my internet wasn't what it was supposed to be. And while we're waiting, let's get an advertisement in here for Mr. New Yorker. Yep, I'm back, Walrus. Yeah, like I said, my internet went from good to bad. I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened to it, but it just so happened whenever that idiot got in here, it kind of went. So I'm like, okay, we'll just reset the stream. If he thinks he's driving me off, he's stupid. That's all I'm going to say. And like I said, I am going to put music to some of these ads, but this is something I am actually working on. Basically, it'll be 2.5-minute ads for some of my favorite streamers. And basically what we will do is we're going to go back and we're going to basically grab about 6 or 7 of their videos. And we're going to piecemeal them together and stick some stuff in the way. Yeah, they're going to troll. I don't worry about them. Have you ever known me to worry about a troll aphasia? I just basically ignore them until they go away and they get bored. I actually had one that used my real name because I didn't have it blocked out. No, Red, it's not possible. The only way it can happen is if they basically do DDoS.
I'm armed and ready. Ron, bruh.
But no, I started using Flaky even before he showed up. Because it went from good to medium to bad even before he was even on there. But no, he was basically being a dedicated denial of service on YouTube. Because like I said, we're back to full good standards. It was basically my internet with Charter. Dun, 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 dun. Huh?
Not you, your dog.
But as you guys can see, we're going to try to put together some video ads for various streamers. I am not the artist that Dr. Jekyll and his crew are. So I can't do the drawings. I am not a Wicked Ruby. I am not a Demon Bunny or all of them. So this is basically what I do. Is basically on the computer side. All right, for the 4 of you that are back in. Wow, only 4. Of course, I don't think there were more than like. I know YouTube said 9 when I did the restart. So the question is, do you guys want me to go ahead and get started, or do you want to wait to see if more people show up? Because Red's locked out, so officially there are only 3 players on the channel right now. You can see there's Aphasia, Chris, and whoever the 4th lurker is. Because again, Red is locked out because Red actually won a prize tonight. So he is locked out for at least 3 games. Well, officially, I shouldn't say 3 games. I should say X number of days. Yeah, thank you, Maiden. I'm drawing a blank. Why was I drawing a blank? I'm ashamed of myself. So we've got Maiden, Chris, Aphasia, Red, and 1 other lurker right now. I don't know who the lurker is. Probably somebody who just wants to be silly. Sit back. For those of you that are lurking, welcome to the show, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, this is part 2. Apparently my internet connection kind of went. I know. It's horrible. I'm trying to get through it. I am trying to get through it, and I'm not. My drink did it. I've actually gotten through half of it. I have actually gotten through half of it. You know what it tastes? It tastes like very bad Listerine. Welcome, Dr. Bing. How you doing, my friend? It tastes like very bad Listerine. That's what it is. It's kind of like blueberry Listerine. There we go. All right, so we got enough people on. We got enough people to get an open game going. What are you still doing up, Hammer? That's my question. Because I'm like an hour. I think you're an hour ahead of me. I think you're an hour ahead of me. I think. Do I have that right? I can't remember. But for this game, ladies and gentlemen, it is basically open to the entire channel. And unfortunately, there was a couple chicken, wherever Chicken is, because Chicken wanted to participate and he hasn't come back yet. A player I'm going to choose, which will in this case be Walrus, because Walrus can't participate. He will choose one of the hexagons on the board. It's going to reveal a letter. The letter will determine the answer. The answer will start with that specific letter. So it kind of helps you out a little bit. After we reveal the letter, we're going to show you a question. The first player to answer that question gets control of the board. Behind that letter will be a score. It could be anywhere from 5 to 25 points, I think, with the exception of 2 special types. There's a steal half, which you basically steal half of the points from the leader, and you add it to your score, or a swap, which basically means you and the leader swap scores. Note, if you are the leader and you get either of those options, no points are awarded for that question. So if you're the leader, you kind of want them to take them out of the game. Yep, so you're about an hour ahead of me. I knew that was close, because I can never remember exactly where if you're on the central or the eastern timeline. I always forget. Yes, it is, Aphasia. This is the open game tonight. All right, the game ends when all the letters are chosen, and the player with the highest score wins the game. All right, so again, there's no timer for this, as this is basically a fastest response. So, with that, ladies and gentlemen, I have a timer on here, but I don't use it. So, Red, with that, you get to make the first choice of the 23 numbers for everybody else on the channel. Well, see, because Wa's not here, Fallen's not here, so they're out of this one as well. Wa is out until after this game is over. And then Fallen is out until Saturday's close game, I think. Well, it'll make a little more sense in a minute, Dr. Bing. Basically, here is box number 4. So the answer to this question is a one-word answer that starts with the letter A. Okay? So here is the question. What A is where you can find the Barbosa Valley, a famous wine-making region? So again, the answer will always... Come on. Give me a minute. Damn it. I think my YouTube, my PowerPoint's being a pain in the butt again. Bear with me, folks. My PowerPoint is being a pain in the butt. Yep. I probably got too many windows open. Hold on. I probably got too many windows open. I'm trying to close out what I can. Technical difficulties. The ghost of Adam West is getting even with the Riddler. It is actually Australia. I do know that.
Welcome to Caesar's Challenge. Now, this is a game show where you not only get a chance to win these beautiful prizes, but also this $45,000 Lincoln March.
All right, hold on. Let's do it this way. We're gonna do it the hard way. As much as I hate doing it this way, I don't have a choice. All right, we're gonna close a lot of stuff we got open, and then we're gonna reopen something. Like I said, I literally will have 12 programs open on my little itty bitty laptop to run this show. That's how bad it is, or that's how intensive it is. But it is Australia, I do know that, so give me one moment, Aphasia. Yeah. Well, the worst part is I am IT. That's what I do for a living. That's the scary part. No, it doesn't take a reboot. It's basically, I just have to close down a lot of crap I run. Because, yeah, like I said, I will literally have 12 programs running to do one broadcast. I know, it's scary, isn't it? Yeah, 75% of the job. 15% is, and the other 5%, or let's see, and the other 10% is, have you turned it off and back on? Because I will be honest, I used to make fun of the people that did that made that statement, and then the scary part is, looking back, it was like a lot of mine were basically, yeah, just reboot the machine. Alright, there we go. Now it should be working. I just closed out a lot of stuff, so. Alright, why are you not? There we go. Come on. Do you clients lie? Do my clients lie? Well, because everything I do is like internal. No. All right, Aphasia on the board with 5 points. So yes, Aphasia, you get to pick the next number off the board. Again, I apologize for that, folks. It was like technical difficulties. I'm trying to figure out what else I can close, like right off the top of my head. All right, I'm going to go with number 17. And number 17 will start with an O. And here is the question. Wednesday was named after this Norse god. Wednesday was named after this Norse god. Ah, come on, guys, this is an easy one. Correct, Chris. Wednesday was named after Odin. And if you know that, if you didn't know, Mel Gibson was actually supposed to play Odin in the Marvel Universe. Oh, Chris, still in half already. Which means aphasia down to 3. Chris at 2. One of the worst early spots for a steel half to come into play. One of the worst spots right at the beginning. All right, Chris, gonna go with number 8. Now, to let you guys know, even though there are 23 slots on the board, we only basically go through 22 of them. Number 20, the 23rd one is basically left for tiebreakers. Just to let you guys know. All right, we're going to go with the P. So the answer to this question will start with a P. What was the other name for the Bull Moose Party under which Theodore Roosevelt ran as a third-party candidate for the presidency of the United States? What was the other name for the Bull Moose Party under which Theodore Roosevelt ran as a third-party candidate? It was the Progressive Party. So Chris gets that one right. And Chris scores 15 points to take the lead. Chris at 17. Aphasia at 3. All right, Chris, whenever you are ready, you get to pick the next number off the board. You know, the funny thing is, I don't think I've actually sent Chris any prizes in a while. When's the last one I've actually sent to you, Chris? Because I know you're not in that batch. I'm trying to think. I don't think you were in the last batch. I'm trying to remember right off the top of my head. Alright, we have a Q. Uh-oh. A Q question. Wow, has it been that long? This Q means to drink and is a homophone to a word that means hairdo. This Q means to drink and is a homophone to a word that means hairdo. Wow, has it been that, like I said, it surprised me it's been that long. Because usually I have to send one to you or Mark almost every other week or every other shipment. Nope, not Quench Maiden. Not Quarto. This Q means to drink and is a homophone to a word that means hairdo. And yes, I say it homophone. That's how I grew up saying it. I know there's variant pronunciations. This Q means to drink and is a homophone to a word that means hairdo. Chris in first. It's quaff. You quaff a drink or a coif or quaff for your hair. So Chris gets the Q for 10 points. You put Chris at 27. All right, Chris. Whenever you are ready, the next choice is yours, my friend. Number 18. So we are looking for an E word. So this word will start with the letter E. Trying to see where it... Oh, there it is. Okay. Former Polish President Lech Walesa had this listed as his career profession. Former Polish President Lech Walesa had this listed, or this E listed as his career profession. Nope, not entertainer, Dr. Bing. I like that guess, but that is not what we are looking for. Maiden gets it first. He has officially listed his career profession as an electrician. So Maiden on the board with still half. So Maiden basically just tied Chris. Divided by 2 is 10, 13. Nope, 1 point behind Chris. Chris is at 14. Maiden at 13. And Aphasia bringing up the rear at 3. Although officially, Maiden not at the rear, because Aphasia's actually got 3 points. Alright, Maiden going for number 6. And this word starts with a D. That's right, it's a solid 3. This is a word that means profound and can also describe the Marianas Trench. God, these hiccups are killing me. Because they're like right between burps and hiccups. Oh, nicely done, Dr. Bing in first. And with that, Dr. Bing score. Oh! Dr. Bing takes all of Chris's points to take the lead, and Chris back down to 0. I would have counted derp aphasia, but Dr. Bing beat you to it. Dr. Bing is in the lead with 14, Maiden at 13, aphasia at 3, and everyone else at 0. Do you know how rare it is for all the swaps and steals to come off this early? I will be honest, I think that's all of them. I think everything that's left is points. There might be one more swap, but don't quote me on that. All right, this word starts with an I. Derp. Who was it? Who was it Sling Blade where Billy Bob Thornton says derp all the time? I can't remember. I know there's a derp somewhere. In Gerald Ford's failed 1976 campaign, his slogan was completed when he said, "Whip this eye now." In Gerald Ford's 1976 campaign, Chris in first. It is inflation. Whip inflation now. W-I-N. I have no idea how they thought that was going to work, but apparently they did. Oh, Chris, right back in the lead with 25. Chris back in the lead with 25 points. And Chris, it is your choice, my friend. Deep. Number 22 it is. And this word will start with an H. This is the nickname given to Ohio Stadium, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, due to its shape. This is the nickname given to Ohio Stadium, home of the Ohio State Buckeyes, due to its shape. Now, normally when we were playing, I would actually start the timer, like so. I'm going to give it to you, Aphasia, because Chaz's came in a little bit later than I was. If somebody had done it like right after yours, I would have had to given it to the next person. But it is the Horseshoe. Ohio State Stadium is known as the Horseshoe. So with that, Aphasia, 15 points to go to 18 points total. Is basically the chat determines whether or not a misspelling comes into play. Chaz, if yours had come in like about a second sooner, I would have given you that one. But it was kind of like Aphasia was there was this delay, then yours came up. That's kind of one of those host prerogative things, so to speak. All right, Aphasia going with 23. And we are looking for a C. Kiwi fruit are known as this type of gooseberry. Kiwi fruit are known as this type of gooseberry. Bing, there's a running joke. There's about 4 people that when they're in here and we're having fun, their one line is rigged. It's all in fun. It really is. It is all in fun. Because, like I said, they'll come in and it's basically rigged. And that's all they'll say. And it's like, yep, we rig everything. Nicely done, Aphasia. They are known as Chinese gooseberries. So, Aphasia, with 25 points to take the lead. That puts Aphasia 43, Chris at 25, Dr. Bing at 14, and Maiden at 13. And for those 9 of you that are here, while I'm taking a quick break from the questions, please make sure you guys subscribe to us on YouTube. Check out the website, listwits.live. And you can check us out on Facebook, although Bubbles, who is officially my multimedia social media person, she doesn't really update it that often anymore, but that's the way it goes sometimes. And again, I am hoping tomorrow I plan on, other than yard work, I plan on getting a lot of the prizes that are still out there posted onto the website, so you guys should be able to see what's currently available. I got most of the larges taken care of. I got a lot of I got the Heroes figures I still have to take pictures of, and I got a lot of the smalls I have to take pictures of. And there's probably a lot of stuff I'm forgetting. There probably is. Alright, Aphasia going with number 19, and we are looking for an F word. Don't take that the wrong way, folks. That's all I'm going to say, is don't take that the wrong way. The last name of the man who invented the mercury thermometer. The last name of the man who invented the mercury thermometer. Correct, Chris, it is Dr. Fahrenheit. Dr. Fahrenheit was the first one to recognize that mercury reacted to temperatures completely different than any other material out there. And Chris with 10 points on the board to go to 35. So, Chris, you get to choose the next number on the board. Speaking of which, I am probably going to add some more moderators for the late night crew. at some point. I will say, Aphasia, you are probably one of my lead candidates right now. Because even though Bros is a mind on, Bros is not usually here for the late night stuff when we're actually doing it. Yes, you did. You said an F word afterwards. All right, so we are looking for an R phrase. And the R is, what is the last name of the famous Barbie doll figure? What is the last name of the famous Barbie doll figure? What was I just going to say? Yeah, I got Chris and Aphasia on my short list right now. It's basically a lot of my people I have for mods have kind of disappeared, and I don't know why. It's like I'm doing something wrong, and I don't know what. It is indeed Roberts. Her name is Barbie Roberts, named after Mrs. Roberts, who created her. So Aphasia gets a... Oh, look at that. Another big score for Aphasia. Puts Aphasia at 68 points. But yeah, like I said, I know Aphasia's on my short list. Chris, you're on my short list. Because I got some people that are mod. Yoda is here for the early part normally, so she's staying on. But it's like I've got others that just have disappeared. And it's like, it's driving me nuts. Because, what was it? Was it not last Tuesday, but the Tuesday before, I had some idiot trolls here, and it was basically, I had no mods on, so I'm sitting here trying to run the game, and time people out, and all that, and it was driving me nuts. Number 7 is K. So this word will start with the letter K. No, because Fatality is only here early. Fatality usually leaves evening. This is the city in which you would find Borispil Airport. This is the city. This K is the city in which you would find Borispil Airport. I got a feeling this is going to be one of the harder ones. We'll see. God, I'm glad that drink is gone. Ah, that was horrible. And Chris in first with Kiev. Borispil Airport is in Kiev. And with that, Chris with another 15 points. Puts Chris at 50. So Aphasia, you're not out of distance yet. And like I said, it only takes about a 25 or another swap to make things really interesting. That's all I'm going to say. Like I said, we've had, what did we have? We had 2 steel halves and 1 swap. So there may be 1 more swap on the board. Chris going from top to bottom with number 12. And we are looking for an S word. This company got its name from the constellation of the Pleiades, or the 7 Sisters. This S company got its name from the constellation of the Pleiades, or the 7 Sisters. But yeah, let's see. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 patches, I think, not counting this game. Nope, not sodium, Dr. Bean. Nice try, though. I already know this one. I don't even have to look it up on my keyboard or my cue list, because I had one game. It's like I had sitting waiting for so long that I literally forgot every question in it. Nope, not Samsung aphasia, not stereo, not Starbucks. Where is it? I know where it is, I just gotta find it. Alright, with that, we got a bunch of guesses. So we're gonna start the timer on this one. There we go, Chris got it. It is Subaru. Subaru actually got its name from the constellation of Pleiades, or the Seven Sisters. If you ever look at the logo for Subaru, it's actually the 7 stars of the Pleiades constellation. So with that, Chris scores, 25 points to take the lead. Wow, there's a lot of 25. I think that's what, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think that's like 4 25 pointers on this board. And it's all done at random, just so you guys know. It's basically, I don't look at the scores, I don't set the scores. Basically, the computer randomizes it. It basically takes every space behind it goes from 1 to 5. Yeah. Copyright claim. I already know that. I hate when I get those damn copyright claims because I still can't figure out which song is actually copyrighted. Because I was supposed to go through on the video, the opening video on the show, and I was going to go in and change it so it's like whenever I knew which one would do it first, and I keep forgetting to do it. Alright, we are looking for a J word. You would be from this city. If you were visiting the city, you would be in this city. If you were visiting the city, nicknamed as Josie, E. Goli, and Joni. That's a screwbally written question, but it makes sense, I think. It is Johannesburg. Johannesburg is nicknamed Josie, E. Goli. I don't know where E. Goli came from, and Joni. I know where Joni came from, and I know where Josie came from, but I have no idea where E. Goli came from. Alright, Dr. Bing scores another 25 points. I got a lot of 25 pointers on this one. Wow. For 39. So right now, we have 8 questions left on this board. At the moment, Chris is in first with 75. Aphasia in second at 68. Dr. Bing in third at 39. And Maiden with 13. I like that. You get the question right, it's not fixed. You get the question, somebody else quizzed it, it's fixed. The keyword is rigged. You got to remember that, Dr. Bing. Is rigged. It's either rigged or not rigged. It's the Zulu. Oh, see, I didn't know that one. Alright, so this question starts, or the answer to this question starts with the letter V. I like that. I'm an original. An Arab horse has one less of V's than other breeds. An Arab horse has one less of V's than other breeds. Correct, Chris. All horses have 43 vertebrae, and the Arab horse has 40. I think it's 43 and 42. I think. I'm not 100% sure on the number. But yeah, an Arab horse actually has one less vertebrae than all other horse breeds. Oh, Chris gets the steel half, which does him no good. It's basically a 0-point question. Oh, Maiden, you could have used that too. You could have used that one. All right, Chris. Whenever you are ready, you get to make the next choice. Yes, it does. It does. Yeah, your lead of 9 points. 2 questions and that's gone. Just to warn you. No, spelling. I don't worry about spelling on the Blockbusters one, as long as I know what you're putting up there. As long as I can read it on that one, Aphasia. It's the ones where if it's a multiple choice and the answers are on the board, then the spelling counts. Because you have no excuse if the answers are written right in front of you to misspell it. Alright, so we are looking for an M word. What is the scale that measures the hardness of rocks and minerals? Because like I said, normally, for instance, on the Cluedo game, I get a little more specific, but I was kind of being a little generous tonight because it was theme night. Correct, Chris. It is Moore's scale is the actual term. It's not Mohs, but I will let that slide because I knew where you were going. It is actually Moore's scale. All right, let me rephrase that real quick. Your spelling does matter if somebody puts the exact. It's kind of like on my leniency scale. Just to let you know, it's basically if you put a word in and you spell it incorrectly, and somebody puts one in and it comes in through on the YouTube or the PlayStation chat immediately after, and I mean like instantly, I will give it to the person that spelled it correctly. Whereas if you put one in and then a second or two later, the correct one comes in, then I give it to the misspeller. So yeah, there are times when spelling does count. It just really depends on the timing. And Chris with another 10 points to go to 85 to extend his lead to 17. But that is still one possible question. That is still only one possible score away from being flip-flopped. I don't do the 3 posts simply because YouTube is kind of flaky in terms of timing. If everybody gets their post in at about the same time, it should come across pretty much near identical. All right, we are looking for an L word. What is considered the oldest weekly periodical in Britain? I'll take that back. I will say this is probably the hardest question. So who was your host, Chris? That's my question. Because like I said, I've only ever done it with PlayStation, YouTube, and Daily Motion. Those are the only 3 I've ever used. The Lightning Times. Actually, wouldn't that be an Irish publication? What is considered the oldest weekly periodical in Britain? Britain. I got to start using words so I can get the spelling things corrected. I hate it when I have misspells. I absolutely despise it when I have misspellings. Nope, not the London Times, maiden. That was a good replacement guess, but you gotta remember our answer only has one word because there is only one L up there. So it is literally a one-word answer. Yeah, Chris, I'm curious, because I know you said you've done it before. So I'm kind of curious, what did you use for your service? Was it local only, or... Alright, we're going to give you guys another minute and 15 seconds, and then we'll actually start the timer. So again, what L is considered the oldest weekly periodical in Britain? And this gives you guys a chance to Google. Nope, not Lloyd's List, Toy Den Nerds. How you guys doing today? Oh, I hated Justin TV. I despised. It was, to me, I remember Justin TV. Wow, I don't know what it deleted. Alright, we're going to start the timer now. Nightbot apparently did like Justin TV, apparently. That was weird. That was weird. Because I don't think that was in my block list, Chris. I swear. I have to go look at Nightbot and see what it says. Oh, the Toy Den Nerds get it. It is the Lancet. The Lancet is considered the oldest weekly periodical in London. And the Toy Den Nerds on the board with 20 points. Just to let you know, guys, I have not sent out your package yet because I did not write any letter. I basically had 4 envelopes I had sealed already today, so I ran those out. Everybody else's, hopefully, will be going out next weekend. Just to let you guys know, I use the word hopefully. I know yours will, shows will, aphasias will. And I got more boxes down there that I haven't opened and taped up yet. I got like 3 or 4 boxes I'm going to end up using for other people's. It's one of those things I've learned to do is recycle any mailing packages that come to me. So it's like Maiden sent me a couple of packages. I'm using those boxes to ship other stuff out because it's easier than buying them. Alright, Toy Den Nerds, you get to choose one of the remaining numbers on the board. We got 2, 9, 10, 11, 15, and 16. Oh, the joke. Oh, I wonder if that's why it didn't work for me. Because I think I still have it on file. But I couldn't get it to work because it was something in the programming was busted. There was something in the program that was busted because I tried it about 3 or 4 times, and because I don't have the source code in there, I just have the old stuff. I couldn't do anything with it. James, I am more than happy to share my PowerPoint stuff. I sent my countdown game to someone over in England, and they actually used it for a company retreat. I used the word company retreat because that's what they said they were using it for. I'm not 100%. The disco ball is actually sitting behind the camera right now. I don't have the money right now, but I figured out where I'm going to hang it is like right here, and it's going to come down. It's going to be about right here. It's going to be like just off the camera. So I'm hoping that the light will reflect. I can't speak English today. Damn it. Is that weird concoction I made? Ugh. And I still get shudders from it. But yeah, because I kind of realized today I can actually loop it over one of the I-beams. I'm hoping, and like I said, I can't guarantee that the light's going to hit it right. This is the counterpart to yin. Chris with the yang. So Chris scores on that one. Damn, another 25. My God, my random computer is liking you guys tonight. It really is. My random, because that's the 6th 25-point square, I think. So I gotta get something so I can hang it. But that's where it's gonna go. It's literally gonna go like right here. And it's gonna come down just off screen, and I'm hoping there's just enough light to kill the refraction on the TV. Nope, according to my YouTube, Dr. Bean, it's definitely got Chris first. Well, there are certain things I can't tell you about the match game yet, but I have something planned later this year for the match game. Number 10 is a W. And of course, everybody's YouTube and everybody's PlayStation chat is always different. This was Fred Flintstone's wife's first name. It's an easy one. These are surprisingly easy. Chris in first with Wilma. And the Wilma question is another 15 points for Chris. And like I said, I don't know if there's a swap or any more steals left. I honestly don't. I thought there was one more swap in here. But like I said, it's all done randomly, so it may or may not be in there on the board. But I will tell you guys, I try to make the open-ended questions a little more easier. Doesn't always work, such as the Lancet question. So they're a lot more speed-based, whereas the multiple-choice questions are slower. Well, the problem is, Chris, lately, I haven't hit above 14 in a while. I have honestly not hit above 14 viewers at any one specific time, at least according to PlayStation. YouTube is weird. YouTube, I mean, I have 100 and something viewers. But the PlayStation one is basically what I have to base it on. So I don't think I've hit above, I want to say my record lately is 21 on the PlayStation one. I'm going to be interested to see if that changes on the Twitch episode. Yes, I do have Instagram and I do have Twitter. No, I have Twitter, I just don't use it. I haven't been on Twitter in God knows how long. I don't think I've used my Twitter account in 3 years, 2 or 3 years. But like I said, I'm going to be interested to see what happens because I'm going to do the Twitch episode in July. Do I advertise? Well, I do. It's one of those where it was a case of there are only 2 days I broadcast anymore. It's Tuesdays and Saturdays. Everybody knows it. So I'll get on Instagram and every so often do a posting. Bubbles will get on my Facebook account and say I'm streaming on the Facebook one. But the Twitter one, no. Because like I said, I don't have that many followers on Twitter. I will be interested to see what happens on the afternoon show on the Twitch update, which is what's going to be happening in July. Because we're going to be basically going to 2 shows on Saturdays. We'll do a 1 o'clock afternoon show, my time, and then the 7 o'clock show. And the 1 o'clock show is mostly designed for non-Western Hemisphere, Western Hemisphere people. Because YouTube is apparently video blocked in Germany and a few other countries in Europe. So I told them I'm going to try the Twitch one and see if Twitch throws me off. The problem with Twitch is it only holds like 14 days worth of videos, kind of like Ustream held 45 days. And then it started deleting them, which is why I don't have a lot of old episodes. So I have to figure out how to do them on Twitch, then download them from Twitch to my computer, and then re-upload them to YouTube. I got to figure that one out. All right, the T word is Benjamin Franklin said this T should have been the national bird of the United States. Oh, cool. Because, like I said, I want YouTube to still be the primary. Chris in first with the turkey. But I don't know that much about Twitch. I got to work on it. Hey, Tuscan, what's good, my friend? What is the happenings? So, like I said, July will be my first ever Twitch episode. And like I said, it is mainly designed for the Europeans and the Australian hemisphere, Eastern hemispheres. Because, again, I've had German fans that used to follow me on Ustream. And then when I made the jump to YouTube, come to find out they can't actually watch the videos. They can see the chat, but they can't play the games. So it took me a while to say, all right, I'm going to actually do it. I'm going to make the jump to Twitch and see what happens. All right, number 9. We are looking for the N-word. That came out. We're looking for a word to start with N. Let's make sure we say that right. This is the Prime Minister of India, who had a 1960s style of jacket named after him. Uh-oh, Chris taking it seriously. Chris not going for any comments except the answers. It is Nehru. It is Nehru. And another 25-pointer. Wow. All right, Chris. This is where we stand. You got to pick one of the last 2 numbers. Whoever gets it right has to hope for a steal. Because you have an odd number, you automatically get the advantage of the remainder doesn't count. So if it's a swap, or if it's a steal, let me see. I'm trying to do some math in my head. No, I will take that back. You have to hope that it is a point value. If it is a swap or a steal, Anastasia, Maiden, Dr. Bing, or Toy Den Nerds get it, they beat you. If it is a steal half. If it's a swap, somebody's beating you. If it's a point value, the highest on here is 25 points. So you got it. So you're hoping for a point value behind box number 16. And we're looking for a G word. So here is the G word. Yeah, see, chicken, basically YouTube screwed me over because it kind of got stuck. So I'm finishing up. This word finishes the phrase. Books and friends should be few, but blank. This G word finishes the phrase. Books and friends should be few, but blank. Oh, Dr. Bing got it. It is good. Books and friends should be few, but good. Alright, so this is what Dr. Bing is hoping for. Dr. Bing is hoping that behind the G is either a swap or steal half. If it is a swap or steal half, Dr. Bing wins. If it is a point value, he cannot catch Chris. Like I said, I don't know how many swaps or steal halves are on the board. I have no clue in that regard. Ladies and gentlemen, is it a swap? Is it a steal half? Or is it a point value? The final is, oh, a 5-pointer, which means Chris survives. Put a little drama in it, because like I said, I didn't know. It is all done at random by the computer. The word is rigged. The word is rigged. So, with that, the final score of this game. Chris with 175. Aphasia with 68. Dr. Bing with 44. The Toy Dinners with 20. And Maiden with 13. What was number 2? I don't know, because I'm going to save the question for later. And I only use that for tiebreakers. I know what letter is behind number 2. But it's basically, I kind of saved the question for the, for the next Blockbuster game. It basically goes into the next Blockbuster set. So yeah, number 2 would have been used if there had been a tie. Well, I appreciate you guys being here, Dr. Bing. So again, guys, if you get a chance, please subscribe on the YouTube channel. We are currently at 389 subscribers last time I looked. Please make sure you check out our website, listwits.live. The Instagram account is DeSaintFan. The Facebook account is Listwits Game Show. You guys can catch me on Skype, also on Listwits. I could, but where's the fun in that? Because then you guys would ask me, would it have made a difference? And then it's like, yeah, I know, but I'm not telling. Alright, so bear with me, Chris, while we get you taken care of. We're not doing vaults on that one tonight, just to let you know. You're going to get a shot at the vault, but no numbers are coming off. As soon as I find, where'd my vault go? Let me get the vault up for you. Because you guys were like, well, would number 2 have made a difference? And I'm like, no, I'm not telling that part. You gotta leave that one for the imagination a little bit. Alright, Chris, with that, we're going to take care of first things first. Tablet. I just did it again. I swear. There we go. Need my tablet. Give me 1 minute. I keep forgetting I gotta turn the no sleep mode off on this thing when I'm broadcasting, and then turn it back off after I'm done broadcasting. Alright, Chris, with that, we're looking for a 4-digit number. The vault. what is the combination that will open the vault tonight? Hey Jay, how you doing, my friend? What's good? Long time no see. Now I'm going to tell you right now, the 5's not going to do you any good. There is only a 6 in the top. So you might want to try that one again. There is no 3 in the 3rd row. I'm not sure what Chris is reading. Wait. Chris, how many fingers am I holding up? Now, I know this was a horrible drink, but I don't think it works through osmosis. I don't think it works through osmosis. All right, Chris, going for the combination. 6, 8, 5, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, is the combination to the vault. 6, 8, 5, 3. Oh, so the vault's still closed for tonight. All right, but Chris, we do have good news. You are definitely getting something. It's just a question of what. Now, I'm gonna apologize. If you pick one that's already been taken, we'll have you repick, because I did not pay attention when my computer, my PlayStation, or not my PlayStation, my PC PowerPoint crashed out. Oop, not what I wanted. So if you pick one that's already chosen, we will have you repick, because I kind of forgot what was what. But so far given away tonight have been the inflatable Sting and the Doors hot glasses. I will say do not pick number 52, because I think that's the Doors on this one. I think 52 is the Doors. And that is already going to Red Walrus. All right, number 86 it is. 30, 60, 75, 85, 86. For Chris is the Riker figure. Which doesn't surprise me, because the one thing that surprised me is the Star Trek items are going faster than the Heroes items. Where is my Riker one? That's Picard. Oop, that's not it. That is Dax. There he is. Did it say the Starfleet edition? Yes, it does. Chris will be getting the Starfleet edition William Riker. And again, he is kind of loose in the box, but all the pieces are still in their plastic, just to let you know. I am too, Red. I am a big time. Like I said, I've always said Trekkies are better than Jedis. I've always said that. Thank you, Jay. I appreciate it. Like I said, that is not going in the prize pile. Anything Doctor Who based, I basically keep for me. It does not get sent out whatsoever, unless I already have it. So if somebody were to send me another print of Doctor Who, then it would go out. But otherwise, no. Alright, so let's see. That's Toy Den Nerds, that's Walrus, that's Fatality. I think this is Fallens. Bear with me, folks. I got to make sure I got all my packages sorted correctly. So yeah, I got to put Chris's name on this one. And Chris, that means you will be locked out for the next 3 games, I think. Chris K, 42. And basically, it's basically the last 3 winners of the big prizes are locked out to make sure I give it out to other people. Or give out to get more people involved in the show. Yes. So hopefully, hopefully these will go out this coming Saturday. Like I said, I put out 4 prizes today, but now I have 1, 2. Like I said, Singing Gamer's kind of up in the air. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got 9 packages, and that's not counting whatever goes out on Tuesday. Or whatever gets won on Tuesday. But ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for the interruption we had earlier due to YouTube and my internet not getting along. But it has been known to happen. So while I'm talking real quick over the last couple of minutes, let's do this. We're going to give Nerdy New Yorker one more plug tonight. And again, guys, I got my video software working. So if you have streams, let me know, and I'm going to try to put together these kind of advertisements for you guys based on your streams. The primary is for people that do Playroom and live from PlayStation. Game streams only, I am not that interested in. No offense. Is basically anybody can do a game stream. It takes some work and effort to do a live from PlayStation stream. So that is my primary goal, is to plug the guys and girls that do live streams live from PlayStation. You put yourself out there, and these are the sort of things I'm going to do. And this is just a quick rundown of what I was doing for Nerdy New Yorker. I even told him about it today, and I haven't seen him in. Shame on you, Nerdy New Yorker. But I will basically try to make some of these based on your streams on YouTube that I can download and pull and chop up and clip and so on and so forth.
Because I'm armed and ready. Ron, bruh.
But yeah, my Hoobie collection
right here.
is basically, those are not getting awarded out. And if you check the Instagram account, you guys can see what I actually have. You just started to watch next year. I will be honest, give me Star Trek the original as Deep Space Nine over Next Gen. Even give me Enterprise over Next Gen. I get why Next Gen is loved, but that's a whole different debate. Alright, so we're going to let this ad finish out. And then we are going to wrap things up tonight. And basically you get about a 2 to 2.5 minute video. And we're going to plug it. We'll put some music on this thing and go from there. I gotta tweak this some more. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it is actually 1 o'clock, so we kind of overran quite a bit, surprisingly. But like I said, I think we're blaming YouTube for that one. But ladies and gentlemen, we will be back on Tuesday. I have work to do on Monday, so Tuesday is looking good at the moment. We will be back on Tuesday with a shorter episode. The Tuesday episodes are only about 3.5 hours, give or take. Next Saturday, we will probably be starting a little later than normal because, again, the Rocket League tournament is on, and I am in it with Moneymaker and Modder. And fortunately, one of two streaks are going to be broken. Either I'm going to finally win a first round match, or Mater is not going to win a trophy. And I'm hoping it's the first and not the second. So with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to thank you guys. We will see you guys again on Tuesday night. And as always, exercising the body is one thing. It's this part that counts. If you don't work this out, this doesn't do you any good. So ladies and gentlemen, with that, we're going to wrap things up. And we're going to say,